and welcome everyone to I don't know what to call this. It's not really a full-on Danganronpa stream. It's not really Throwback Thursday today either. It's an impromptu mess. Let's call it that. But welcome everybody. Jan, welcome to the stream, man. Let me get the in-game audio going here. That's enough of my little bit of screamo I have in this set of music. There we go. Game plan today, for anybody who is watching this on YouTube, you're going to see this as just a Danganronpa video. That's fine for you. Game plan for you guys in the stream. What we're going to do is going to finish up the investigation portion of this, so we're all good to go for tomorrow for the trial, and then with whatever time's left, whether we have an hour or more, I'll jump into something else. Whether it's a throwback game or not, I don't know. It might just be something I just want to chill and play about. Today was a weird day for me. I was in a weird mood. I woke up early, and then the news of Howard Finkel dying kind of hurt. I think everybody in the wrestling community with what happened last night. It was a weird day, so felt like this is what we were doing. Where were we going? Hospital! That's where we're going. Oh, wait. Before we do that, speaking, yeah, Jaren, the wrestling community is hurting badly these past days. The Howard Finkel thing hurt, man. He was only 69. Say hi to Kyrie, though, everybody. She's doing well, it looks like. Let's head to this hospital. Maybe I'll jump into Overwatch after this is over. Play a little bit of Overwatch. They got a new hero that I enjoyed utilizing. Okay, what are we finding?
Well, I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days.
Hey Kyrie, you never gonna get pushed for a women's championship? No? Oh, I mean, she was an NXT Women's Champion at least. She at least got the NXT Women's title, and she took it off of Shayna Baszler, so can't take that away from Kyrie. Yeah, I wanted to see her get a main roster push as well, but not gonna happen. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Or, no, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right? Yeah, so, I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from the shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up? Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed in the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with a music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue, and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its own broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. Okay. However, I didn't swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. You did your shit. Kazuchi, you did your shit. what are we investigating? The surveillance camera? That's about it. Surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. Along the music venue, surveillance camera unit is destroyed. It's possible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right?
Why can't the people in my house be quiet? Jaren, you having gas issues? Did you have any Taco Bell? I could explain it. You know what I need to do? I need to do something. I got Discord open. I need to throw the stream up on Discord for a second. That's I typed house. Apparently your phone. Dear Lord. Apparently your phone didn't think that. No, I want to go to my thing. Here we go. Hey. Boop. And yeah. Hey, look at that. It's in Discord now. Okay, we're good to go. We're all good to go now. Do I guess so much my phone autocorrects to swear words? Yes, apparently.
Well, why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
Why are you asking me suspiciously? You think I did it? Do you think Hajime, the man who has never even probably seen a fly die, did it? Shaky, I'm disappointed in you.
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. Maybe Hajime's the mastermind. M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. Showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. The whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was rope hanging from the ceiling, aka a noose, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered. How did you not know who it was? There were only 3 options. And now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed the stepladder of her own free will. And then she grabbed the rope and that's all I saw. Candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden. It wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared function, so things can still show up in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
I think Kazuchi's starting to slowly become Monokuma.
Hold on.
Well,
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself? So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her.
But I didn't make it in time. I forgot how long the investigation is. I mean, if it takes the whole time, I'm okay with that, but I mainly am doing this so we can just be set for tomorrow, no matter how long it takes. We gotta be set for that trial tomorrow.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer?
Not if somebody told her to do it. She was gullible, remember? Ibuki committed suicide? Thinking about it, Really, Jaren? Really? It's not like Ibuki is going anywhere. She's kind of held up at the moment. Hey, you gotta make the pun since Hyperion ain't in here. I just thought about it, though. YouTube's gonna hate this episode. Because I'm saying suicide. Which, public service announcement. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is a very sensitive topic in this game. This is the most sensitive topic in the whole thing. Everything else isn't as bad as this. PSA, don't do it. No, don't. Stop it. Pull out the Michael Jordan. If I was I'm not gonna do a serious PSA on it here in the stream, but yeah, think about it. Really take a good long think about everything. What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it.
Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh. She's mad thinking now.
Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor.
Oh, why you gotta go there?
I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden.
She said the conference room. Why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? These are the questions we need answered, Hajime. Also, I might be just overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Surveillance monitor footage. To the conference room will you go? Akane, what are you doing? Whatever, you do. I gotta go to the conference room. I got business to attend to. I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I didn't understand what that was. I didn't understand that was like the opening for the window. I was like, what is that? Is that a clue? I take it we're gonna have to go into Ibuki's room at some point, hopefully, because we need to find that last Monokuma. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the Switch? Does somebody know where the Nintendo Switch is in here?
Hey.
Don't turn it on.
Huh? You careless whisper. Jackie? Are you there?
'Cause
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing.
Well, what's fully exposed? Yeah, I saw Von Miller got tested positive for the coronavirus.
hey.
Hopefully he has a very speedy and easy recovery. I hope he has a very quick recovery.
If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out?
I'm not gonna poke my eyes out.
Aww.
Jackie wanted the eyes poked out. She wanted some see no evil shit in here.
Troll fail.
No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. She's the daughter of Jacob Goodnight. She's trying to get those eyes ripped out. There's a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey.
Were you surprised?
Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it.
Got what?
see?
Get it? Got it? Good.
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light.
So they're, blackout curtains. So is this where they got the curtain?
Hmm.
There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
A black curtain that blocks light. It's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
Get it? Got it? Good. Should that become an emote at some point? Oh, for anybody who watches both, whether you're watching this on YouTube on the second channel or not, whether you watch my second channel or here on Twitch, on my main channel now, I've got memberships in play, so if you want to go check out memberships there, you can. You get a couple of things there, like early viewing of videos, discounts on merchandise, which will probably move over to Patreon as a thing too. But and then member only live streams whenever I want to talk about possible new series and such, and get ideas from viewers. So that's the thing over on YouTube if you want to check that out over on my main channel. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it?
Hmm.
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? The bit about it being totally embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you.
The Raiders re-signed the GOAT? Oh, Nathan Peterman. You're really that happy about Nathan Peterman being your third quarterback? Yep. She's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? This was a light blocking curtain, that's why it was so pitch black. Projector. It's a projector, well, it's not strange for it to be in a conference room after all. This probably isn't a clue, I should click somewhere else. You did alright in the preseason, better than Glennon. But you got Mariota now. Hey, did I do something to make you angry?
That's wrong.
I'm not angry. I think.
Well, are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird.
Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it.
I think.
Is she teasing me? See, this is... Me and Hajime right here, we're on the same wavelength here, because I don't understand when people are being... Like, I couldn't tell you if people were mad at me or not. Because I just figure nobody likes me, so it's just like, yeah, they're just normal. I'm just like, Hajime here, I'm just like, okay. I don't get what's going on, I'm confused. Oh, I can't look at the whiteboard. What about the desk? Folding desk. They probably arrange these inside the conference room during meetings. Nothing here. Okay. We out. Not gonna lie, kind of expected to see somebody behind me. Okay, Kane, now I'm one to talk.
Now
to.
then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win.
Yeah, no, you're just gonna kill me. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea. But hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Gee, man, I'm trying to help you, man. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's not the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns?
Yo!
Wait a minute. Interesting. Okay. Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I had no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on. What happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross! Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. Should move on to a different place. Off to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. That whole fourth gown being gone thing changes up some things for me. Ibuki may not been the one who hung herself. At least not in the video that we saw. That's interesting. Yeah, I figured Kyrie had taken a shit. That's interesting. I didn't expect that to be a plot twist. I just remembered. I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I've seen Fournette trying to get Cam to Jacksonville. I don't know why Cam would even... Like, Cam wants to go to New England, and personally I think that's the better fit. Because if Cam comes to Jacksonville, he's got to beat out Minshew, which I don't think he's doing. I just remembered. Never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Might be faster just ask someone. Gundam, which room? You're here, right? Come on out! Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you! Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place? Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever gods you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. You know, I get the first part of his statement there. Why would I need an extra pair of underwear? What am I going to see that's going to make me shit myself? I wonder. How does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Same way. Guarantee it's the same way. His parents probably talk the same way as well. Looks like it's locked. But I got the key. The key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. You hear a creak. It opened. Just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, let's go inside. I don't see a Monokuma in the hotel room. So, Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but Twitch is acting real weird for you. Well, keep in mind, Jan, that refreshing is probably the best way to do anything. If anything bad happens, just refresh the stream. Hopefully it'll be better. I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my.
Telling you, you popped up real quick.
Huh? Did the door just open?
Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it.
I see.
What? Did something happen?
No. It is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean? Sonia, did you kill people? Are you a murderer? Are you a serial killer? Are you insane? Are you actually Mary Queen of Scots and you're going to bathe in people's blood? That's clever.
No.
That's a clever hiding spot. I like that because you can barely see him. That was clever. That was big brain right there by Spike Crunsoft. Big brain putting that Monokuma there. And I like that he was just on the toilet. Okay, as you do when you enter a hotel room, you check the bed first, UV light, all that fun stuff. The bed. Is it messed up? Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Was she abducted in plain sight? Very good documentary on Netflix. Highly recommend it. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. Thanks for the input there, Hajime.
The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
You've been trying to find some new shows to watch? Well, Jaren, I recommend, if you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend that. And Abducted in Plain Sight if you're a fan of crime documentaries. Those are two really good things to watch. I've been currently watching Community. But if I'm like gonna rewatch something, use my go-to.
However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in a room? Legitimately, I couldn't think of one. Not with Hiyoko, at least.
perhaps.
Her kimono.
What? But I love how Netflix released a show called Containment before the coronavirus, and now here we are. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious too. I saw that like the week before the U.S. had to shut down. I'm like, well, that's convenient. Her kimono?
Yesterday, I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then, I saw it. Yoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. But then, she could not tie her sash anymore.
Mr. Saw It? This is the one thing I was wondering. When her kimono was tied in the front, I was wondering who tied her sash, because I figured it wasn't her. So this is a great explanation of that. So this is gonna at least cure up my question there. But I've got a whole new question from that hospital gown situation.
Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono.
Or she didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. Huh.
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, and Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
I'm just happy the Wicked Pitch is dead. I mean, she wasn't the nicest person, but, you know, no one deserves to die. Unless you're Byakuya. That one. Man, that dude needed to go quick. Although she was starting to get into Byakuya territory, so yeah. Borderline with her. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say? Sonia, you're never going to be a great queen unless you tell me the shit. I'm just saying. Queens gossip all the time.
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Ooh, yeah, that would trigger a lot of people. Saying that the Chargers have 16 away games a year. That, like, I feel kind of bad for the Chargers playing in such a small stadium. But, like, I can't speak much. Jacksonville has a big stadium, but, you know, with how that team's been, they don't sell out. They don't sell a lot. So Jacksonville normally is playing away games at home.
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it!
Literally, London is our biggest fan base right now. Given that, everyone in the US believes we're going to London.
Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Ooh. I've heard it looks really good. I haven't seen any of the pictures, though, yet.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
Ooh.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be? Hyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I'll head to Twitter to check it out then. Yeah, get Twitter up here. Can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. I just had the hardest time trying to click on both the X button and my trackpad at the same time. Ooh! That's interesting. Maximum Football and Unity are partnering up. Oh, that's big. That is big. Good for Maximum Football. Oh, wow, that is pretty. That is pretty. I still hate the names they offered up for it. The stadium names. I thought those names were terrible, but you know, it looks real pretty. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? Allegiant Stadium ain't terrible. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about the nicknames. Like, they called it the Death Star, other stuff like that. Like, the nicknames are terrible. The nicknames for the Raiders Stadium is terrible. Like, no, most other stadiums don't have great nicknames, but the nicknames are god-awful. Like, at least for, like, M&T Bank, Tia Bank, all of them are just the bank. That's fine. Makes sense. Not to mention both of them are on coastlines, so. But, like, all of the nicknames, man, are just bad. And at least Denver's got the stadium at Mile High. They've got Mile High as a nickname, which is great. I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Hey, Hyperion, welcome to the stream, man. We're not gonna hang them just yet. We're getting ready for vengeance. We'll get vengeance tomorrow, but we do have to get ready for vengeance. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Yeah, something is very wrong here. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that somebody made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. I like Hajime's just, shit happens. Only one person I haven't talked to yet.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can you explain it to me again? One more time. What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at the motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, you met up with Mikan and me. I sees. Russell talk as Mike Canellis talking to them tomorrow? Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like Mike Canellis. He's good. I like him. He's solid. He's not the best, but he's very solid. Very solid. And him and Maria had great entrance music. That entrance music is amazing. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some
I
reason.
see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Yoko's body was suddenly there too. Yep, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall, Oh, yep, there's Monami. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, Gundam was there. Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
I see. So Kazuchi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? They don't got no alibis. Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Yoko was killed. Between the time you saw Buki's body when we broke down the door, right? So obviously, those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. I want to make sure you don't think it's me. I'm trying to defend myself here. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight, I tells you, straight to the hospital. I mean, line drive there, man. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
Well, we were circling the island. Came to the motel and saw yous guys. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, not even one soul. When we went to the movie theater, a street full of machines to look for Ibuki. And that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see nobody. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into nobody? It's unreasonable for yous to be doubting's me. Yous know I got this eye patch for a reason. I take yous out. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. Maybe 15 minutes tops. That ain't long enough to kill somebody, I tells you that. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Yoko and wrapped her around the pillow with duct tape. You could have done the latter in that time frame if you had already done the first part of that beforehand. Big brain. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But, fact is, Hiyoko was killed, and we did discover her body.
huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true, I've done things I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Leon did. Whew. Leon did. Yeah, Leon did it. As we all know, Leon did it. I don't want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Got his account now. Okay. Yep, everything's good here. Huh. Whew. Every time, Raj, the cheers just, the bits came in and took me by surprise. I might have to turn down the bits. Just because it came in, woohoo. But thank you, man, for the bits. I'm late. I was watching Star Wars episode 5 and 6. Good choices. Or, I'm sorry, 4 and 5. Good choices there. Good choice. Now you gotta watch 6. You gotta finish the original trilogy, man, Raj. I'm gonna go check the movie theater now. But before, let's go ahead and rock down to Electric Avenue. Then we'll get it higher. We've now just rocked down to Electric Avenue. Microwave have to do with anything? I'm acting out all the lightsaber fights, as you do. Microwave has nothing to do with the incident. You don't know that? That microwave could be the killer. All electrical appliances in the mess. That might be a good clue. Nope, nothing. Okay. Looks like they don't get any reception, even with all this variety. They may as well be paperweights. So I can't really imagine any of that pertaining to the incident. The most important microwave in history. Various desktop, laptop computers. Should forget about the Usami X file for now. I need to focus on the investigation. I'm just doing my due diligence here. You don't have to shout, Hajime. CRT TVs lined up here. They all look really old. Looks like they're not designed for terrestrial digital broadcasting. Not that it matters. It looks like TV signal isn't reaching here anyway. Okay, for your corner. Apparently all the machines here are used for things like wiretapping or taking secret videos. The surveillance camera unit used in the incident was the one Kazuchi obtained here and modified. Looks like a security camera unit that's the same model is no longer available here. I feel like that could have been a thing of importance. Maybe. Just saying. Seems like we didn't need to rock down to Electric Avenue.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come. Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come. I even jumped from the top of my couch a couple of times because Luke does it too. When in doubt, follow Luke's example. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. Haven't watched the movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie fast. Hey, manager! A customer's here.
Did you call me? What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it. But I knew you wanted to see it all along. Tomorrow you're watching episode 6 and 1. Well, you have a good start to it. Not the best ending other than seeing Darth Maul. And, oh, what is his name? Played Qui-Gon Jinn. Him. Great actor right there. If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. Darth Maul's amazing, man. He needed so much more backstory. You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
Liam Neeson. Thank you, Jan. For some reason, I could not think of his name. You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. Shut up, Monokuma.
Listen up.
In exchange for not watching his movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! My resistance was in vain. Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See? It's this one. I'm sorry I was born stupid. Aren't we all?
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million. But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here.
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time.
You played yourself, Hajime? I own all the lightsabers I need to act all the lightsaber scenes out. Really? That's a lot of lightsabers, man.
By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry. I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Ah, Hajime, about the invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe.
Huh? Why?
No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm.
Okay. Suspicious. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Can I get some popcorn while I'm waiting? It's a food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches, and drinks are all arranged here. I don't think this pertains to the incident at all. Poster for Spare Girls, which I looked up since they were having a bunch of deals on PlayStation Store. I looked up to see if, you know, V3 and Spare Girls was on sale. They are not. That's a fun fact for you.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it, too.
But even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie.
You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know?
Just leave me alone. Huh. Definitely gonna buy it. Maybe someday down the line.
No.
Hold on, I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush, don't rush.
Are you sure?
I even own a black glove so I can be Robot Hand Luke and Robot Hand Ant. Oh, look at you, man. You're ready for cosplay, man.
Hasty boys get hated, you know. They might even get hated by boy bears too, you know.
You can hate me all you want. I'm just trying to do shit. Try and go see the damn movie. Fuck. That reminds me. That item should be on top of the counter. Yep, the hemp bag. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
Ah!
200 out of 350 bits so far. Hey, I said you could pay it off certain ways. I never said the price point would be totally set 350 since I'm allowing for individual payments. Remember that. Said you could pay your way. You can take time in your individual payments. Gotta bring that up just so I can see things. There we go. I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to make customers with bonus prizes.
For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Hit 350 by Monday stream. Oh, big money Raj right over here.
well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
This is exciting. Exciting!
I'm not excited to see this movie. I'm gonna critique this like I would a normal movie. I'm just warning you now.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears.
I'll be the judge of that.
The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D? That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Okay, let me back up here so I can enjoy it. Okay. Hey, at least we got some good music to go with it.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Oh. You won't enjoy it.
And was whisked away to Monami's country.
Oh.
Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
I'm wondering. There is a urban legend. No, the plural version of hang is hanged. That is weird too. I thought it was hung as well, but no, it's not. It's hanged. I don't know why. It's really weird. Not plural, but past tense. It's really weird. Fun fact though, urban legend that I don't think is true at all though, but if you watch the Wizard of Oz, there looks like there is a munchkin that has hung themselves in the back of one of the scenes. It's not. I don't believe it's an actual munchkin actor that hung themselves, but it looks like somebody hanging in the background of one of the scenes. It's just a shadow. But yeah, urban legend says a munchkin hung themselves during filming. It has been refuted a multitude of times, but that's the thing. So next time you watch the original Wizard of Oz, take a good long look at the background of scenes.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
Okay.
He also met a Monami Tin Man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. after a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
That's how Game of Thrones started.
And he
Interesting.
lived happily ever after. The
Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, from a film standpoint, I feel like it's a good concept. They had a good idea going, but I feel like they could have filmed that in such a different capacity. I feel like they missed their opportunity. Monokuma, I think, given a bigger budget, could do a lot with that concept. I would love to see it done a little bit differently if you ever wanted to try it again. But a good first try by Monokuma. I'll give it 3 stars out of 5. Give them a Rotten Tomato score. 60%. I'm not gonna make it rotten because I don't think it was that bad, but definitely think it could have been a lot better than it was. I think the lowest I can go is probably 45, but it's somewhere around that 50 to 60 range is where I feel is right. I have not watched Rise of Skywalker yet because of how bad I've heard it is. I have not taken the chance to watch it because I'm scared to watch it.
Man, movies are the best. You got that right. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each hand.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Have you ever watched Birdemic, man? I think that was better than Birdemic. Ooh, that movie is... Oh. It's fun to watch. But... God, it's a bad movie. It's fun to watch because it's so bad, but man, is it a bad movie. Hey, don't you diss The Room. The Room is the greatest movie ever made because of how shit it is. The Room is so bad that it has become so good. So I don't really think you can call The Room bad anymore. Because that's the point of the movie now. That movie was trying to be very good. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Yep. Yeah, I think they actually did take the urban legend because the shadow is actually very similar to the shadow you see in the back of the shot. You can Google the urban legend if you want, and I'm sure you can find the image real easily. But the shadow actually kind of looks a lot like the shadow that everybody sees in the background. So they must have taken that from that urban legend. That's good usage. Crunsoft, good usage. You surprise me every time. Buki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. And that was the tree. Yep, not just that, but
Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or I don't want to end up on any FBI list, so no. I don't think you will, because most people believe it's not true, but, you know. It's one of those weird urban legends that nobody really has any 100% clarity on, but you're pretty sure it's not real. The main thought is that it's like a swan in the background, but that's tough to believe. The killer's main goal was just an imitation murder. Should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Wizard of Monami. Oh! So it did only take about an hour for us to get through the final parts of the investigation. That's good. So we're going to have a little under 2 hours to do something else. Don't know what we're going to do, though.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
Hi, Monokuma.
The class trial's gonna start, you know?
Yeah.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time? So, this again. I need to go to that place. Again. Now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Gonna head to Monokuma Rock. I'd be real shocked if Kairi doesn't have to shit by the time we get there. We're running a lot. Ibuki, hang around here for a bit, we'll be back. Oh, come on! Why you gotta do it like that, man? She really had shit. Alright. This is where we are going to stop here. That way we can get a little bit of voice acting in to start the next episode. And then we'll start the trial tomorrow. We'll have some good time there. And with that being said, I have to make sure you guys don't see what I'm doing. I'll try and figure... You know what? I don't know what we're doing. Do you guys want a throwback game or do you guys want me to just pick something? This will be up to you guys on what we're doing here for the next just about 2 hours. Do you want a throwback, or do you want me to just pick something out of what I have? Raj saying throwback. What are you saying, Jaren? Throwback? Okay. Well, you guys are going to be waiting a little bit, because that means I got to hook up the PS2. So, with that means you get an ad break and some music. So let me set this up. I'll be back in a second, guys.